Lacrosse is one of the more obscure sports that not many people know much about. The sport originated with the Native Americans and made it into the North American culture by the late 1630s. Recently, lacrosse has become more popular in the South, with many clubs and schools being involved. Frisco has a club team with athletes from all over FISD, 4 of which, including myself, participate in the sport.
Well, lacrosse was always a sport I wanted to play. This is actually my first year playing lacrosse. And it's not that I'm opposed to any other contact sport, but I just always seen it on TV, and it just looked really fun to play.
Well, it's been in my family for a long time, so there's that connection to it. But with the Frisco program that's with the city, it's connected to all the high schools, so I've really got to know a lot of different people through it.
My best friend in 8th grade kind of gave me the start to be interested in lacrosse, so the way it would be different compared to football is it's a lot more running. It kind of incorporates the big field of soccer and the consistent running of soccer with the contact of football or hockey.
These students are well-rounded in the sport and all enjoy different aspects of lacrosse.
I'd probably say the culture of lacrosse, it's similar to football. It's just kind of a brotherhood that you build with your teammates.
I just like how fast-paced it is. I like that it is a contact sport, and it's just really fun to watch and play.
I think there's a lot of hand-eye coordination involved with it, which is really what I like. So it's not so much hitting people, it's more of the skill to it that I think is really fun.
Along with rugby and hockey, lacrosse is regarded as one of the more violent sports.
In some cases, yes. It depends on if you're playing a dirty team, but for the most part, it's not too bad.
Lacrosse is traditionally a spring sport, and this season is almost over. The athletes will go on break soon until practice begins in February for the 2020 season. If you've never been to a lacrosse game, we play on Saturdays at area high schools, and the public is always welcome. For Racc TV, I'm Alex Diltz.
No matter how hard we try, there's always going to be that one student who's late for class. We, with the help of Mrs. Tater, have come up with a list of top 10 excuses for being late to class. You would be surprised with what Mrs. Tater hears every day.
I locked myself in my car.
Miss Tater, I'm so sorry for being late. I was just running from the police.
I'm late because I'm trapped in the ground in Chile 2 months.
I was late because it was raining outside.
I'm late because I was on top of the Eiffel Tower.
I was late because I was in time management therapy.
It was really foggy outside and I couldn't find the school.
I was attacked by a raccoon.
I was late because I was getting half of my hair cut.
I'm late because I got hit by a car.
Remember, next time you're late to class and have to go see Mrs. Tater, try to give her a better excuse than the ones you've heard here today. I'm Connor Strawn with Racc TV.
Frisco High School Theater Department has produced numerous shows this season. From Tarzan the Musical to their most recent production of Shipwrecked, our efforts have led the UIL one-act play to the state competition. All of this was made possible by a strong theater team.
Well, a production only works if actors and crew work together. It's all a part of telling a single story, and you have to have the backstage elements, lights, sound, special effects. All of those things enhance a story. If we don't have lights, you can't see the actors. If we don't have the special effects, there's less magic in a show.
Rehearsing for the UIL competition requires different strategy than rehearsing for a school performance.
You have to make sure that your production is meeting a lot of the UIL requirements. You know, we love to put on a good show, but we're also performing for the judges, so that's kind of where they kind of differ.
We're in here day in, day out, 5 days a week, and we're all working towards one goal, which is advancing and doing our best. So it's not just for fun, it's to get further and to work harder. So with everyone on the same page, it just shows that we're such a team.
This year's one-act play is a 40-minute version of a 2-hour play, Shipwrecked. Condensing a 2-hour play into 40 minutes is quite a challenge.
Mr. Timms and I were able to cut down Shipwrecked from about a 2-hour play into 40 minutes by streamlining and focusing on story. What are the events that have to be told, and what is the most succinct way to tell those events in this story? Up until the day before region, we were still tweaking the cutting and making changes because we were running a little long, so it's always a challenge.
In order to make a production happen, just as much goes into the behind the scenes as it does in front of the audience.
Technical theater is responsible for setting up and building the technical aspects of a show, building the set, constructing it out of wood using different types of tools such as drills and saws. We have to set the lighting up for the show as well as the sound. When you start out, it's just like lines on a paper, and then actually bringing the show to life with actors and lights and like everything coming together. I think it's a really cool thing to be a part of.
The cast, crew, alternates, and directors could not have pulled off such the success they've had this season if it was not for the motto followed by all of the program.
Whether we rise or fall, whether we sink or swim, we meet our fate together. And to us, that's more than just words. We rely, we depend upon each other for a singular purpose, to tell a great story.
Congratulations, Frisco. From the 272 schools that started this competition, Frisco finished in second place. For Racc TV, I'm Riley Mango.
Good morning, fellow raccoons. Welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch.
I'm Bradley Owen.
And I'm Broccoli Mills. So, Bradley, what's going on?
First of all, congratulations to the FHS Theater Department for going all the way to state UIL competition with Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked? What happened?
That's the name of the play. And everybody's okay. Out of 272 high schools, only 8 made it as far as state.
And we were one of them. How about the golf team?
They've been at regionals this week. All through the pouring rain, too.
But we sure needed it.
The lakes are full. Don't say we needed it.
Speaking of the weather.
Today
will be sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 58. Saturday, the sunny weather continues with a high of 83 and a low of 60. Sunday will be another beautiful day with a high of 79 and a low of 61.
It's a nice change after all the rain.
But we sure needed it. Speaking of the weekend, what's happening today and Saturday?
The golf regionals continue on both Saturday and Sunday at Rockwall Golf and Athletic Club.
Track and field is at regionals Saturday and Sunday at UT Arlington.
Today, varsity and JV Blue baseball team goes to bat against Centennial at Smotherman Field.
While the JV Gold team takes on Centennial at Centennial.
Sports are winding down now that the semester is coming to a close.
Anything else, Bradley?
I'm sure I wouldn't know.
For Racc TV, I'm Broccoli Mills.
And I'm Bradley Owen.